Welcome back to the Washington State Dynasty. Today we have a matchup in the snow between two of the frontrunners in the Pac-12 North. Washington State and Oregon both own the tiebreaker over Stanford, as this is a three-team race. You can see the standings right here. Stanford 5-2. Washington State at 3-3 has got to finish the season very strong if they want to win the Pac-12 North, and they can get that start today against Oregon, who is a very talented team and one of the best rushing offenses in the country. A reason for that is Royce Freeman. He starts off the day with a 13-yard run, and so they were without their backup running back, Tony James, who is a very talented running back and would probably start for most teams in the Pac-12, but actually their third-string guy who will be the backup today, Stan Corbett, is also in a similar situation to James, where he would probably start in most other places. Now Morgan Mahalik will take off and picks up 11 yards and a first down. They'll go from the shotgun, a three-wide set. Mahalik tries to step up and he's sacked. That's a loss of 4. A good play. Third down and 11. Setting up the screen pass. It's intercepted by Alex Dixon. He's trying to take it all the way. He breaks a tackle, but he's brought down to the 25-yard line. What an interception by the redshirt sophomore linebacker. Now Tony Gaines to the outside. He's intercepted by Adams. So on the very next play, we give Oregon the ball back and can't take advantage of the turnover. Third down and 8. Throw to the sideline for Jeff Rogers. He is 3 yards, but that's a 3-and-out. So first and 10 from a split backfield. Tony Gaines goes forward and dives for a gain of 7. It's third down and 3 from a weak slot look. Throw across the middle and a one-handed grab for Robert Lundy. He always makes the spectacular catch. Not a good throw by Tony Gaines. We'll spread the field with a 4-wide set split by 2. And it's Tony Gaines on the read option. He's got another 7-yard run. We've got to get back to the way our offense was playing earlier in the year. They've struggled as of late. And here's a run to pick up the first down by Avery Burgess. He has been so good this year. An empty set with Dave Robinson in the backfield, and Tony Gaines will go down. He's sacked. That's a loss of 8. We've struggled at times to keep Tony Gaines upright in his freshman year. Now Gaines will try and scramble. He will end up losing 13 yards. That's former 5-star recruit Sam Gutierrez, one of the best pass rushers in the Pac-12. Morgan Mahalik will go on the read option. He's to the 45-yard line on a gain of around 12. A 4-wide set. Counterplay goes to Freeman, and he's stuffed in the backfield, a loss of 3. It's sparingly used linebacker Frankie Louvu, and on the tackle. It's third down and 5, and there's Stan Corbett. He trucks the defensive lineman, made him look like a safety, and it's first down and 10. And it's Mahalik who's brought down to the backfield. It's Jimmy Benson. He's stepped up his play these last few weeks, finally starting for the first time this year after 2 years on the bench. And on third down and 10, Mahalik is hit as he throws, and we will take back over. It's still 0-0. Not sure how many people would have predicted that. Oregon, known for their offense, and we've had one of the more prolific offenses in the country this year. It's third down and 3, and Gaines goes down once again. Our offensive line has just been killed so far today. It's first and 10 now for Oregon, and it's Freeman. What a power that he shows off, and it's first down and 10 once again. And they'll go back to Freeman. That's a smart move. Both teams relying somewhat on their running game so far. We've got to do a better job of that, though. Now it's Royce Freeman, and he is just pounding away at this defense as Oregon is now in field goal range. They're at the 26-yard line. Corbett checks in, and he will lose 4, so it's third down and long. Third down and 16, trips to the left as they'll spread the field. Throw to the outside for Smith, and he gets 2 feet in bounds, but does not get the first down. So it will be Oregon getting a field goal, and we will take over. And what a lucky play, trying to force the ball into Calvin Green, and Robert Lundy once again with a spectacular catch. Tony Gaines has time to throw, and it runs out quickly. Never say he has time to throw, because whenever I do, he always gets sacked. It's third down and 9, 2.5 to go in the second quarter. Tony Gaines nearly intercepted. He tried to go deep, but was hit as he throws, and Oregon will take back over. Screen pass to the outside for Smith, and the ball is out, recovered by Daryl King. It's Chandler Lanou who forced the fumble, and we have great field position to open this drive. Avery Burgess bounces off a tackler and fights forward for a 9-yard gain, and it's second down and 1. A 4-wide set, setting up the screen pass for Richie Wiley. He breaks a couple tackles and is thrown down at the 2 or 3 yard line. We have a goal to go situation. On 2nd and goal, it's the read option, and that's what we need to do in the red zone. We have 2 basically power backs in our quarterback and running back, and we just have to take advantage of that. So a very low scoring first half. We'll see if either offense can bounce back in the second. So 2nd down and 8 as we will start off with the ball. It's Corey Washington who will get the carry, and he goes forward for 6 yards, so 3rd down and 2. Avery Burgess will check back in. He's got the 1st down and more. He's got 7 yards, and that's the 1st down. Now 2 backs lined up in a twin tight end look. It's Tony Gaines who tries to bounce it outside, and he's hit down hard, but gains 9. So 2nd down and 1, and it's a direct snap to Avery Burgess. We've seen that a couple times this year, and it works very well. Only Burgess' 6th carry. We've got to get him more. Now it's Tony Gaines who gets 5 on the carry and on the ground, and it's 3rd down and 2. A 4-wide set as we'll spread them out. Throw across the middle, and it's Robert Lundy. He's become so sure-handed this year, something he really struggled with in his freshman year. They'll only put 5 in the box, and that means that we'll run every single time. Burgess has 9 yards on that one. He's 7 carries for 44 yards on the day. Throw to the outside. He's got Robert Lundy inside of the 10. A 16-yard reception, and it's now goal to go. 2nd down and goal. Tony Gaines into the end zone once again. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the day. He has not done much in the air, but he's been very valuable as a runner these past few weeks. Royce Freeman's able to pick up the 1st down. So with under 3 minutes to go, now under 2.5 minutes to go, it's 3rd down and 8. They'll set up the screen pass. Last time they did it was an interception, but this time it's a 1st down as no defenders could get out there. Great blocks by Oregon. They'll fake the screen. Mahalik's going downfield. It's intercepted by Marcellus Pippins, and he's brought down from behind. That's the 3rd turnover on the day for Oregon. Now we'll set up our screen pass, and it's Robert Lundy. He's got a few yards, so 3rd down and short upcoming. We'll start to run a little bit of clock as it's Tony Gaines on the ground. The read option, he won't slide, tries to fight for extra yards, and gets 8. I don't know how I feel about him fighting for extra yards. You like to see your quarterback doing things like that, but also don't want to see him get hurt. And Richie Wiley, definitely a face mask that was not called there. Now from the pistol, it's Tony Gaines on a dump down, a dangerous throw, but Burgess somehow comes away with it, and he gets the 1st down. We're into the 4th quarter, under 7 minutes to go, and Tony Gaines on the play-action jet sweep. He'll go down a loss of 4. It's 3rd down and 6. A 1st down here would be huge, and Gaines is hit as he throws. That's nearly intercepted. Doesn't even have 100 yards passing so far today. It's 1st down and 10. The triple option for Oregon. Smith, a speedy and elusive wide receiver, has the 8-yard reception. It's 2nd down and 2. Oregon gives the ball, and Freeman makes a man miss along the edge, and he has the 1st down. That would have been a huge stop. Another 3rd down. Draw play goes to Corbett. He's got it, and he has the 1st down. Only 121 rushing yards, though, for Oregon. Coming in today's game, they were near the top in the nation in terms of rushing. We've done a great job of keeping them from getting big gains. Mahalik, 36 yards rushing. It's now 2nd down and 2. 4:19 to go, and it's Corbett. Nice power, good stiff arm. He has the 1st down. It's still a 2-score game. And there is Sidney Phillips, one of the prized recruits from last year's class. He redshirted and makes a huge play. It's 2nd down and 14. The pitch goes to Ellis. He's an absolute burner, and he has 7 yards, so 3rd down and 7. Mahalik was shaken up. Coleman, the backup quarterback, comes in, and that's a huge drop. Coleman probably the better passer of Mahalik and him, and also a better runner, just not quite as polished. Coleman will try and run on 4th down and 7. He escapes, breaks a tackle, and slides. A huge mistake by the freshman, and it's a turnover on downs, and we have a chance to run out this clock. Avery Burgess gets the carry to the outside. He's got 8 yards. We still do not have 100 rushing yards on the day. From the pistol, strong look. It goes to Burgess. He has the 1st down, and the clock will continue to run. Oregon has got to start using their timeouts at some point. It's Burgess once more. He trucks through 2 defenders, breaks another tackle. He's still going. What a run of 32 yards for Avery Burgess. That was an amazing play. Oregon will use their first timeout and now use their second. It's 2nd down and 4. A first down here should end the game. We'll run the read option. It's been very effective so far today. And Tony Gaines has the first down, and that will do it. We would take a couple of knees, and we were able to run out the clock. Gaines, not a very good passing day, but 16 carries, says 17 yards, but that's because of the sacks that the offensive line gave up. 93 passing yards, only threw the ball 15 times, actually ran the ball more than he passed, and had the 2 huge touchdowns. Avery Burgess, 93 yards. Robert Lundy, really the only productive receiver with 55 yards on 5 catches. Our offensive line gave up way too many sacks. That was a huge problem today. Hercules Mataafa with 2 tackles for loss. He had a sack. Jesse Shaw had a sack. And 2 interceptions, one by Alex Dixon, the first of his career. A look at some of the scores from this weekend. Number 2, Georgia stays undefeated. Alabama, who's number 21, wins against Mississippi State, and Oklahoma was also victorious. But with that win, we are back up to number 8 in the country with 3 losses. That's very surprising to me. But if we continue to win, we have a chance to probably make a BCS Bowl, or even better, I don't think a national championship is really a possibility. But being number 8 with the right teams losing and us winning out, I think that's definitely something that could happen. And a look at our bowl prediction. Right now we're projected for the All-State Sugar Bowl, and we would have a rematch against BYU, sort of an interesting matchup. A look at the conference standings. We are now 4-3. Stanford is 5-3. Oregon is 5-2. So if Oregon wins out, they would win the Pac-12 North. And it's a very tight race though. If Oregon loses the game, then we own the tiebreaker right now between Oregon and Stanford. I'm not sure how a 3-way tie though would play out. Look at the top 25 standings. Now a look at some of the season stats. Tony Gaines has really fallen off in terms of passing production, but we also won this game. He didn't throw for a lot of yards, but the important thing in football and in any sport really is we won the game. That's all that matters. Stats are a great thing to have, but winning is what matters the most. A look at some career stats. Avery Burgess, 1,500 career rushing yards. Richie Wiley nearing 1,500 receiving yards and 12 touchdowns, 7 career touchdowns for Robert Lundy. On defense, 239 tackles in the career for Greg Hoyt, 70 tackles for loss. That's absolutely outstanding. 4 career interceptions for Marcellus Pippins, 3 for Marcel Stewart. We have another commitment, 4-star strong safety, 6'3", a very good player in my opinion, some nice speed. He's definitely a developmental guy, but could be a very good player in the future. That's Brent Milton. Also Maurice Spencer, a 3-star tackle, 6'7", 320, another high upside guy, really good size. He's definitely a guy that will come in redshirt and probably develop and won't start for a little bit, but pretty good passing and run block impact and strength ratings. Not great. His run is his best attribute right now. Josh McClone, another recruit that we got, a 3-star outside linebacker. He's a guy I'm not so sure about. He's not very fast, but all of his other ratings could definitely develop into an absolute beast. It's just if his speed gets better, he could be a very dominant player, but that's the biggest question. A look at our overall recruiting board. Xavier Clark, Tim Nelson, we have a nice lead on. Most of the players we have a very good lead on. LaShawn Darby could be a commitment soon. Same with Nick Austin. Ben Robinson, we have a nice little lead. Tommy Clemens is a very tight race with Clemson. But right now we have the number 3 overall recruiting class. And look at this, Minnesota number 2 overall. Arizona State right now is number 6. Washington number 8. So a lot of interesting things, but I hope you did enjoy today's video. We will be playing Oregon State in our next game. If you did, please like down below, leave your comments on the game down below, and your thoughts on our recruiting class so far. I will see you in Corvallis, a very dangerous place to play. I will see you then, 'cause I'm out.